All right, joining me now for another edition of Coach's Corner NAHL is head coach of the Knights, Tom Kowal. And Coach, we'll jump right into it for you. You guys coming off a tough weekend in Johnstown, in which you guys came away with 1 point in 2 games. What was the major lesson you want the team taking out of that those 2 games coming into this week?
You know what, we got to play a full 60 minutes.
Sure.
Friday night we didn't play the first 20. We played a good last 40. Saturday we played a good 40. We didn't play a good last 20. So, it's early in the year, but we gotta correct those mistakes. Too many times we're letting points, we're giving away points to the other team by our lackluster focus, and that's really what we worked on in practice this week. It's just staying focused. When you're tired is when you have to play your best hockey.
Sure. Now, and one area where some of those issues have popped up is the power play, specifically taking some penalties on power plays in recent games. Is that just guys trying to do too much with the puck, or just kind of feeling a little bit too much pressure, or is it just bad luck?
You know what? When you're on the power play, you don't want to get scored on. So when you turn the puck over, or you think you're in danger, you kind of do a little extra effort instead of trying to just get back and be safe. You start hooking and holding and doing some things that you normally wouldn't have done 5-on-5 because the reputation of getting scored on when you're on the power play. You don't want that to happen. Right. So we've got a little stick happy, a little holding happy, and it's something that we talked about, but I don't see it to be a problem tonight. Sure.
Okay. And now in the building tonight, you have a team that got swept last weekend in Northeast. They're still looking for their first win of the season. But in those 2 games they lost last weekend, they scored a combined 13 goals. So their offense seems to be picking up a little bit of late. How do you avoid what some might consider a trap game tonight?
At the end of the day, we when we played Northeast Generals last time, and we really pride ourselves, hang our hat on that we're good defensively. So. I'm not really too worried. I mean, New Jersey Titans play that little run and gun style. Yeah. A lot of their games are high scoring. Mm-hmm. It's like they're the old LA Rams when they had Kurt Warner. Sure. We're just going to score more than you did. So, that really doesn't concern me too much. I mean, obviously, we've been preaching it all year. Take care of the defensive zone, and you win hockey games. It's the whole cliche of, offense wins games, defense wins championships. So. We're not quite in the spot to win a championship right now, but we feel pretty good defensively right now, and we just have to put some goals on the board tonight, and if we're going to have success.
Sure. Now, one of those strong parts of your defense is the penalty kill. Coming into tonight, it's ranked 10th in the NAHL. It's also tied for the lead in shorthanded goals this season. That's something we've talked about before a little bit, that this team has a tendency to be aggressive on the penalty kill, and it shows. But what about both the penalty kill unit and their ability to score has impressed you thus far this season?
Anytime you can be in the top 10 of not getting scored on, and then you can be in the top of the 1, 2, 3 of offensively on penalty kill, exactly what I just talked about on power play. You don't want to give up goals when you're on the power play, but we've it's cost us a few goals, but we've actually came out plus on the scoring ability, but. We have some smart hockey players, I feel, and some guys that we can, put a little pressure on and take some chances because we got other guys to back them up, and it's worked out well for us so far. We've really worked on it the last couple weeks of just trying to really be better penalty killer to get up in the top 5 on that. But anytime, goals win games. You want to win games, and I'll take them 4-on-5, 5-on-4, or 5-on-5. I really don't care how we score right now.
Absolutely. And then we'll wrap it up here. You guys had a rough stretch earlier in the year in terms of the amount of games in a select couple of days. I think it was 7 games in about 11 or 12 days. You got 5 and 9 coming up here to start the month. What kind of lessons do you think were learned in that first stretch, of just in terms of the grueling, the toll it takes, in that short amount of time to play that many number of days that can kind of be applied to this time around?
Actually, we as a staff, we talked about that earlier this week. Not to look ahead of the game tonight, but we did very well when we had that long stretch of a lot of games, and I think it's just the boys got a little pumped up. They don't want to practice, So, it's just our depth is pretty good right now. It's you go into the office every game day going, who's going to play, you know, you really, it's a tough decision, which is, you know, is a good thing as a coach. You want to, you know, you want all the guys to play. We're fortunate right now. We're a little banged up, but we got some depth, and we're hoping to have everyone healthy by next weekend. You know, but I think depth is playing a big part in. You know, I think our off-ice training with our, you know, off-ice coach Josh Fusco, and you know, has really got the boys in shape and kept them focused and prepared us for a stretch like that.
Sure. All right, Coach. Well, as always, we thank you for the time, and we wish you the best of luck out there on the ice. If you want to follow tonight's action, it'll be on hockeytv.com. You can also follow us on at WBS Nights on Twitter for live updates through social media. And then any other information regarding the Knights, you can check out WBS Nights Hockey on Facebook or Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights on Instagram. So one last time, Coach, best of luck here tonight.
Thank you very much.